tailgate latch, dog bar down the block and the bus tires splash. My phone stays quiet in my jacket seam, and the whole first hour feels cleaner than a dream. Clouds peel back from a patient blue, park bench silvered with a drop or two. I take the long route just because I can. In the morning, put some courage in the way I stand. Something in the air says easy, something in the light says go. Not like pressure, not like panic, more like truth I already know. Morning has my back to the day, sunrise keeping doubt away. Every window catching fire, every step lifting me higher. Morning has my back today, I can feel the good beat play. No big rescue, no big speech, just a little light within my reach. Morning has my back today. Skate wheels clicking by the riverside lane, vendor stacking oranges after the rain. Train line glowing where it cuts the view. Ooh. And the whole bright city looks kinder than it used to. I sip the coffee and the tempo lands like a calm, yes, moving through my hands. Don't need to win the morning, I just need to meet it clean. A little more awake inside, a little less caught in everything. Morning has my back today, sunrise keeping doubt away. Every window catching fire, every step lifting me higher. Morning has my back today, I can feel the good beat play. No big rescue, no big speech, just a little light within my reach. Morning has my back today. Let the traffic find its pattern, let the headlines wait a while. I got sky above the avenue and a reason now to smile. Maybe strength is soft sometimes, maybe peace can walk in shoes. Maybe the best way to begin is to let the good light choose. Morning has my back today, sunrise keeping doubt away. Every window catching fire, every step lifting me higher. Morning has my back today, I can feel the good beat play. No big rescue, no big speech, just a little light within my reach. Morning has my back today, fresh air showing me the way. I don't have to force the feeling, I just have to let it stay. Morning has my back today, blue sky lane, warm cup sway. Morning has my back today, morning has my back today.
Parking meter blinking by a beachside motel, postcard rack turning in the warm salt swell. I buy one with a painted sun and tuck it by my keys, like maybe I can carry August home that easily. Your hair smells like sunscreen and ocean spray. We spent 10 slow dollars at the old arcade, and every prize looks better when it's slightly cheap. Like summer only wants the parts of us we get to keep. Postcard in my pocket, ocean in my shoes, little bit of heaven that I don't have to choose. Postcard in my pocket, sunset on the floor. Every mile after this still gets to keep the gold. Postcard in my pocket, postcard in my pocket. Bike bells by the pier and flip-flops on the planks. Pelicans dropping low above the fishing tanks. Your shadow crosses mine in the fried food light, and the whole the future gets too loud or far, when the sea keeps clapping softly under where we are. Postcard in my pocket, ocean in my shoes, little bit of heaven that I don't have to choose. Postcard in my pocket, sunset on the fold. Every mile after this still gets to keep the gold. Postcard in my pocket, postcard in my pocket. No rush, no map, just a boardwalk in our lap. No grand plan, no perfect line, just a beautiful waste of time. Maybe that's a trick of summer, how it teaches you to hold. Not too tight, not too hard, just enough of all that gold. Maybe love is lighter here, maybe light can make us brave. Maybe one warm careless season can still know how to say. Postcard in my pocket, ocean in my shoes, little bit of heaven that I don't have to choose. Postcard in my pocket, sunset on the fold. Every mile after this still gets to keep the gold. Whoa, postcard in my pocket, salt air in my clothes. When September tries to find me, I'll have somewhere summer goes. Postcard in my pocket, floated sun, faded blue, pocket full of seaside truth.
Bathroom light in a shirt half buttoned, city waking slow outside the blinds. I used to look away too quickly, like my own eyes were hard to find. Now the sink runs cool against my wrist. The room is plain, but something's changed. There's less apology in my shoulders, less old weather in my name. I don't need to be louder, I don't need to be less. I just need to stand here and let myself say yes. Mirror like morning, clear and kind, showing me a version I don't have to hide. Mirror like morning, soft gold on my face. I can love the man I'm becoming without rushing a thing to change. Mirror like morning, coffee on the counter, keys by the door, shoes waiting where I left them last night. I catch my reflection in the toaster chrome, and for once it doesn't start a fight. No big movie lesson, no perfect line to land, just a calmer kind of honesty, learning how to hold where I stand. I don't need permission, don't need anyone to approve. Some days healing looks like stillness, some days it looks like telling the truth. Mirror like morning, clear and kind, showing me a version I don't have to hide. Mirror like morning, soft gold on my face. I can love the man I'm becoming without rushing a thing to change. Mirror like morning, 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 morning. Oh. Maybe self-love isn't firework, maybe it is this instead. A little less war in the silence, a little more room in my chest. Maybe confidence is gentle, maybe peace can start small. Maybe looking at myself with mercy is the bravest move of all. Mirror like morning, clear and kind, showing me a version I don't have to hide. Mirror like morning, soft gold on my face. I can love wishing a thing to change. Mirror like morning, stay with me a while. If the whole world gets too noisy, I'll come back to this quiet smile. Mirror like morning, stay the whole night. If the whole world's just noisy, I'll come back to this quiet smile. Mirror like morning, soft light, deep breath, my face, my yes. I went down to the shoreline with my head still full of sparks. Not the good kind, not the sweet kind, just the left behind kind of dark. Shoes worn from the pavement, jaw tied from the day. Like every little thing I'd heard still had something left to say. Then the harbor turned lavender and the first boat light came on. The gold crossed the water slow enough to make the whole sky calm. I sat there with the blue hour and let the noise grow thin. By doing that quiet little miracle, I'm not inviting it back in. No speech, no giant answer, no camera ready scene. Just the tide loosening the places where the hard day used to cling. I came back lighter than I left. See wind on my chest. The day tried to keep his fingerprints, but I didn't give it the rest. I came back lighter than I left. Moon low, shoulders loose. Sometimes all you need is one good view to let the dark unchoose you. I came back lighter. Street lamps waking one by one along the marina lane. A drummer under the overpass, practicing through the train. Some couple by the railing, sharing fries and laughing low. And the whole soft living ordinary made it easier to let go. I bought a cold drink from the corner and watched the bay turn glass. Thought about how many tired thoughts I didn't have to keep at last. No giant happy ending, just a cleaner kind of air and a better kind of silence settling into everywhere. Maybe peace comes gradual, maybe that is grace. Not all at once, just step by step till the night changes your face. I came back lighter than I left. See wind on my chest. The day tried to keep his fingerprints, but I didn't give it the rest. I came back lighter than I left. Moon low, shoulders loose. Sometimes all you need is one good view to let the dark unchoose you. I came back lighter. No one handed me a miracle. No one solved a thing. I just gave the bad day less of me and let the good night sing. Sometimes that is all the healing, sometimes that's enough. A little less allegiance to every passing rough. I came back lighter than I left. See wind on my chest. The day tried to keep its fingerprints, but I didn't give it the rest. I came back lighter than I left. Moon low, shoulders loose. Sometimes all you need is one good view to let the dark unchoose you. I came back lighter than I left. Late lights, fresh mood.
Saturday in sea glass, green blue in my hand, whole coast shining broken beautiful, like we meant it all along. Saturday in sea glass, sunlight cutting through, every little jagged piece turns softer by the ocean. Treasure hunt walking where the cold foam fades, you find a bottleneck warm smooth by days. I find a shell with a crack like a lightning seam, and somehow even that looks like part of the dream. Board shorts drying on a driftwood spine, vendors selling bracelets by the county line. A gull keeps stealing chip from a family in the shade, and the whole beach feels stitched together by a joke the summer made. You hold one piece up to the westward sun, it throws green fire through your fingers one by one. No one on this shoreline seems in any rush, even the lifeguard whistle sounds soft enough to trust. A paperback face down in a striped deck chair, sunscreen fingerprints floating through the air. We don't talk about the week, we don't need to explain. The tide has its own language for washing out the strain. Saturday in sea glass, green blue in my hand, whole coast shining broken beautiful, like we meant it all along. Saturday in sea glass, daylight drifting slow, every little jagged peak turned softer by the ocean. Saturday in sea glass, Saturday in sea glass, maybe that's why I come here, for the proof time can be kind. What was sharp and hard-edged ones can smooth out in the right light. Maybe summer isn't careless, maybe summer just forgives, takes the pieces we were dragging and teaches them how to live. Saturday in sea glass, green blue in my hand, old coast shining broken beautiful, like we meant it all along. Saturday in sea glass, daylight drifting slow, every little jagged thing turned softer by the ocean. Saturday in sea glass, sea green glow, Saturday in sea glass, sea green glow all day lemon ice in August, tongue gone bright and cold. Funny how a little flavor can make the whole year fold. Lemon ice in August, sun all through the trees. I'm older now, but something in me still runs on scraped up knees. There was a stand beside the softball field with handwritten signs in blue, paper cups and crushed up lemons, and the strongest summer you ever knew. We would ride our bikes there breathless with our baseball caps askew, spend our coins like kings on sugar and race home before the streetlights grew. Now I pass that same old corner in a rental on a work trip back. The field looks smaller, fences lower, time is done its quiet act, but they're in the shade of freezer hums and a teenager wipes a spoon, and I swear the whole world tilts a little toward an earlier June. I buy one cup and take that first sharp sweet familiar hit, and all at once I'm 10 years old with grass stains on my shins again. My sister yelling from the sidewalk, my mother at the screen door saying wait, my father pretending not to laugh when we came in embarrassingly late. I can see the sprinkler on the lawn, making diamonds in the dusk. Hear the local game on radio mixed with the smell of cut grass and dust. Funny what survives the years, not the speeches, not the plans, just a bright cold spoon and summer running sticky through your hands. Lemon ice in August, tongue gone bright and cold. Funny how one little flavor can make the whole year fold. Lemon ice in August, sun all through the trees. I'm older now, but something in me still runs on scraped up knees. Lemon ice in August, maybe memory doesn't know. Maybe it melts right through. A little sour, a little sweet, and suddenly the old you's new. Maybe growing up means learning. You don't lose what lit you first. Sometimes it waits inside a taste till the whole heart feels reversed. Lemon ice in August, tongue gone bright and cold. Funny how one little flavor can make the whole year fold. Lemon ice in August, sun all through the trees. I'm older now, but something in me still runs on scraped up knees. Lemon ice in August, lemon ice in August, lemon ice in August. Paper cup, green shade, old sun still stays. Let the day slide off my shoulders like the tide off leaving stone. I don't need to carry all of it back with me when I go home. Let the day slide off my shoulders, leave the sharp parts in the blue. I got warm air through the window and a softer point of view. Let the day slide off. Train doors closed too fast this morning, inbox lit by 9. One small comment stuck around like it had every right. By the time the sky turned peach, I was still rehearsing it. Then the bay went rose and silver and made all that nonsense thin. I walked down by the harbor with my jacket in my hand, watched a busker tune his guitar by the taco stand. Nothing in the scene was trying to be some grand release. Still the boats kept drifting easy and I caught a little piece. I don't know the hard stuff, a room inside my chest. Not every thought deserves to stay, not every bruise knows best. Bought the scrappiest bouquet from the florist, packing up. Set it by my kitchen sink beside a chipped white cup. Opened all the windows wide and let the curtains breathe. And the room started looking like the place I'd rather be. Somewhere down the block, a couple laughed into the dusk. A scooter passed, a dog barked twice. The whole world felt less tough. No giant cure, no thunderclap, no brand new life to prove. Just a better kind of evening and a better kind of mood. Maybe joy is not a headline, maybe peace is not a plan. Maybe both are just the moment you stop clutching what you can. Maybe all the best recoveries begin in smaller ways. A cheap bouquet, an open window, and the choice to end the day. Let the day slide off my shoulders like the tide off evening stone. I don't need to carry all of it back with me when I go home. Let the day slide off my shoulders, leave the sharp parts in the blue. I got warm air through the window and a softer point of view. Let the day slide off.
tapping on the weather dark wood. Lake holding still like it finally understood. Dragonflies stitching little sparks across the reeds, and the whole slow evening giving back what daylight needs. Your booze by the cooler, flannel on the rail, pine shadows leaning long and blue across the trail. We don't say much yet, we don't have to name the mood. The water does the talking in a language clean and true. Sun dropping honey through the cedar line. Every tired thought I carried starts untying in my mind. Golden on the pines, golden on the lake. Everything I couldn't soften starts to soften in this place. Golden on the pines, breathing wide and slow, like the whole wild earth is humming. You can let the hard day go. Golden on the pines, golden on the pines. Camp stove clicking under supper in the pan, smoke rising lazy where the dark blue evening lands. A loon call falling like a note from somewhere old, and even the silence has a warmth to how it holds. You point up west where the hill keeps the last light. Cloud edges burn orange before they fade to white. No big revelation, no sudden sacred sign, just the kind of calm that leaves a gentler version of my mind. No deadlines at the shoreline, no headlines in the trees, just the sound of day releasing in a cooler kind of peace. Golden on the pines, golden on the lake. Everything I couldn't soften starts to soften in this place. Golden on the pines, breathing wide and slow, like the whole wild earth is humming. You can let the hard day go. Golden on the pines, golden on the pines. Maybe grace is not dramatic, maybe grace is water light. Maybe healing is a dark rope and a hill catching fire at night. Maybe love is less like thunder, more like this unhurried view, where the world gets small enough again to hear what matters through. Golden on the pine, golden on the lake. Everything I couldn't soften starts to soften in this place. Golden on the pine, breathing wide and slow, like the whole wild earth is humming. You can let the hard day go. Golden on the pines, evening turning clean. If tomorrow comes in heavy, I'll remember where I've been. Golden on the pines, dark line, cool sky, last light still mine. Golden on the pines. Peach lime morning on the edge of the glass, soft light saying this good feeling can last. Coffee warming up the center of my hands, and the whole day looking like it understands. Peach line morning, let it wash me clean, take the hard edges out of everything. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to hide, I can feel the better part of me come alive. Yeah. Steam climbs slow from the French press top, sun draws a stripe where the shadows stop. neighbor's radio in the hallway low, playing some sweet from a long time ago. I leave one note by the keys that says breathe. Open the window, let the cool air in. The skyline turns from steel to rose, and all the pressure from yesterday loosens up and goes. I let the room get brighter before I check the time. Let the silence build a ladder back to the steady side of my mind. Barista wipes the counter, metal gate goes high. Delivery bike spark under a thinning sky. A kid in a school coat spins around the curb, and even little moments seem to find the right words. I take one sip and the baseline lands like a small shore answer moving through my hands. No need to conquer, no need to impress, just enough sunrise to get me out of my head. Maybe all I need today is simple things done well. A warm cup, an open street, and a song that wears me well. Peach lime morning on the edge of the glass. Soft light saying this good feeling can last. Coffee warming up the center of my hands, and the whole day looking like it understands. Peach lime morning, let it wash me clean. Take the hard edges out of everything. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to hide. I can feel the better part of me come alive. No giant chain, no rescue scene, just clear air where the worries been. Just one out with a softer face, send enough good rhythm to reset the pace. Maybe peace is an ordinary glow. Maybe hope is a thing you slowly know. Maybe the start I waited for was sunlight on the kitchen floor. Peace lime morning on the edge of the glass. Soft light saying this good feeling can last. Coffee warming up the center of my hands, and the whole day looking like it understands. Peach lime morning, let it wash me clean. Take the hard edges out of everything. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to hide. I can feel the better part of me come alive. Peach lime morning, stay a little more. Peach lime morning at my door. Bus door shut too early, missed my stop by one. Coffee lid betrayed me, brown stain on my cup. Phone full of small nonsense, sky full of heat. By noon I had that bad day rhythm dragging at my feet. Then a skateboard kid flew past with the radio too loud. A ghost stole somebody's sandwich and the whole pier laughed out. Something in that foolishness cracked the weather in my chest. Like life was saying, lighten up, you don't have to wear the rest. So I took the long way seaside, let the salt get in my hair. Let the hot wind off the boardwalk blow the static from the air. Kick the day loose, shake the bad news free. I don't wanna drag that storm cloud anywhere near me. Kick the day loose, let the cold light in. A little laugh, a little rhythm, and I'm back in my skin. Kick the day loose. Food truck line was swaying to a busted summer song. Old men in linen clapping every offbeat wrong. I bought fries and a lemon soda, found a seat by the rail. Watched the ferry leave its silver through the blue and fading pale. A girl in roller skates was dancing by the parking lane. A couple in cheap sunglasses kissed and missed the train. Nothing in the moment, tried too hard to be profound. Still every tiny bright thing kept turning me around. Maybe joy is kinda stupid, maybe that's what makes it good. A little less performance, a little more neighborhood extra. No charm in hanging on to every tired little bruise after the bruise is gone. Sometimes healing is a side street with warm fries and a sea view. Sometimes all the soul requires is a softer thing to move to. Kick the day loose, shake the bad news free. I don't wanna drag that storm cloud anywhere near me. Kick the day loose, let the cold light in. A little laugh, a little rhythm, and I'm back in my skin. Kick the day loose, late sun, easy grin. If tomorrow comes in crooked, I'll still know where to begin. Kick the day loose, kick the day loose. Gear lights, blue breeze, bad day off me. Low sun, clear skin, confidence without the noise. Silk shirt hanging loose in the mirror light, neckline open just enough to feel right. Music from the kitchen moving through the floor, and I don't need the room to tell me who I'm for. I've been learning how to carry my own name without making myself smaller just to keep somebody safe. There's a kind of grace in that, a kind of quiet glow, like summer in the body when you finally let it show. Not a hard shine, not a cold pose, just a calm kind of beauty only self-love knows. It's soft crown energy. It's soft crown energy. Nothing loud, just clean. I walk in like I mean it, and I don't have to be seen by everyone to know I shine. Soft crown energy, cool heart, easy spine. I look good in my own life now, and that's the sweetest kind of high. Soft crown energy. Yeah. Used to think I needed edges to be strong. Used to hide in irony and half believe in songs. Now I wear my kindness like it never made me weak. Now I let my softness be the power in my speech. Friends say something different in the way I move these days. Less waiting for approval in the angles of my face. And maybe that's the whole thing, maybe that's the art. Learning how to sit in your own sunlight and call it yours by heart. No borrowed style, just the kind of confidence that looks good when it smiles. Yes, it's soft crown energy. No, soft crown energy. Nothing loud, just clean. I walk in like I mean it, and I don't have to be seen by everyone to know I shine. Soft crown energy, cool heart, easy spine. I look good in my own life now, and that's the sweetest kind of high. Soft crown energy. Maybe self-love wears linen, maybe peace looks disrelaxed. Maybe confidence is gentle when it knows it doesn't have to act. Maybe all the best power comes without the need to prove. Just a body full of quiet gold and a soul that trusts its groove. It's soft crown energy. Nothing loud, just clean. I walk in like I mean it, and I don't have to be seen by everyone to know I shine. Soft energy, cool heart, easy spine. I look good in my own life now, and that's the sweetest kind of high. Soft crown energy. It's soft crown energy. Late glow, low see. If the whole world misses it, I still know what's living in me. Soft crown energy. No throne, no plea, just grace on me.
Type-Poo radio, playing low and blue, little ways repeating everything I needed to. Type-Poo radio, sun on every stone, whole beach talking back Knees in the shallows with a rolled up pair of jeans. Tiny fish flashing like a pocket full of screens. You point out a crab in a shell too big to own, and somehow even that feels like a lesson I can hold. Windbreaker tied loose at the back of your waist, hair full of salt and a grin I can taste. We skip flat rocks till the surface disappear, then listen to the water hum like somebody sincere. No stations to change, no static to fight, just the coast making music out of heat and light. Snack wrappers rustling under a driftwood log, sandpiper stitching signatures through the fog. A father lifts his daughter where the cold line bends, and every little ordinary thing shines softer at the edges. Then I don't need a night yet, I don't need to leave. This afternoon keeps proving what I wanna believe, that life gets easier when the tempo thins, and the world keeps saying yes through the shells and skin. No big revelation, no brilliant scene, just your hand in the tide pool and the clearest I've been. Maybe joy is local, maybe peace is near, maybe all the best songs sound like summer here. Tide pool radio, playing low and blue, little waves repeating everything I needed you to. Tide pool radio, sun on every stone, whole beach talking back to me like I was never alone. Tide pool radio. Where I've been, I'll say I disappeared into you. Salt on the stereo, sun in the speakers, windows down, nowhere close to the people we were last week either. Salt on the stereo, blue sky in the beat. Every little worry washes off when the shoreline moves with me. Salt on the stereo. Backseat towel in a melting drink. Maps are folded wrong, but I don't think either one of us really cares tonight. The coast road bends like it knows we're right. Seagrass flickering silver green, your feet upon the dash in cut off jeans. The song comes on, we half remember wrong, and somehow singing badly makes it stronger. Leave the phone in the glove box, leave the hard stuff inland. We got enough in the warm wind and the sand in our hands. Snack bar laughing by the volleyball court, sunburned shoulders, borrowed surfboard. Someone rides forever in a line of foam, then the tide comes in and makes it feel like home. I buy 2 sodas from a cooler chest. You draw a smile on the fogged up glass. Nothing in this afternoon needs fixing, everything in it feels like living. No grand movie ending, no dramatic scene, just the coast road glowing and the freest we've been. A little too loud, a little off key, a little more sun than we probably need. Salt on the stereo, sun in the speakers, windows down, nowhere close to the people we were last week either. Salt on the stereo, blue sky in the beat. Every little worry washes off when the shoreline moves with me. Salt on the stereo, salt on the stereo, stay in the breeze. I only find this beachside free.
Windows down, coast road, leave the mess behind. Brake lights bleeding ruby on the boulevard. I was carrying too much from a day that hit too hard. Jaw tight, shoulders up, radio on low. Then the chorus caught the evening and told me let it go. I rolled past the gas station, past the late taco stand. Moon lifting over rooftops with a cool unbothered hand. Nothing in the city changed, but something in me did. The minute I stopped treating every bruise like it was meant to live. Red light, deep breath, hands loose on the wheel. I can feel the bad day peeling from the places it would cling. Reset at the red light, leave the hurt behind. New song in the speaker, cleaner air inside. Reset at the red light, moon up, windows down. I don't have to keep the whole day if it tried to drag me down. Reset at the red light, turn toward the coast road where the palm trees bend and glow. Street lamps making little rivers on the hood below. A couple at the corner laughing in the paper cups. And all that small bright living felt like just enough. I don't need a grand release, don't need the stars to part. Just a softer kind of movement, putting rhythm in my heart. A lane that's open westward, a song that knows the way. And the choice to let the best part of tonight outrun the day. Some things fade in motion, some things lose their claim. The farther that I drive in blue, the less I need the blame. Reset at the red light, leave the hurt behind. New song in the speaker, cleaner air inside. Reset at the red light, moon up, windows down. I don't have to keep the whole day if it tried to drag me down. Reset at the red light. No use giving midnight what the afternoon already stole. No use feeding old storms with the last calm in my soul. I can choose another current, I can choose another tone. I can let the bad days stay back there and drive this good one home. Reset at the red light, leave the hurt behind. New song in the speaker, cleaner air inside. Reset at the red light, moon up, windows down. I don't have to keep the whole day if it tried to drag me down. Reset at the red light, one more turn, one more mile. By the time I hit the shoreline, I'll be back inside my smile. Red glow, night breeze, bad day off me. I feel good in my skin tonight. Salt air, low sun, everything sits right. No trying on 100 versions just to fit in. I feel good, good in my skin. Boardwalk wind through a loose white tee. Whole town glowing in a kind light for me. I used to chase reflections I could never hold. Now I let the evening tell me I'm enough and go. Sneakers on the planks, music from a bar. I don't need the room to love me to remember who I am. Something in the sunset loosens every old defense, and the heart I kept protecting starts to breathe instead. Used to make myself smaller in a crowded line. Used to let comparison drink all my time. Now I take up my laughter, now I keep my pace. Now I look people in the eyes with a softer face. No giant transformation, no sudden movie scene, just 100 little mercies finally leaning into me. Like wearing my own body with the calmer kind of pride. Like standing in my own life and not stepping aside. I feel good in my skin tonight. Warm glow, deep breath, shoulders light. No trying on 100 versions just to fit in. I feel good, good in my skin. I feel good in my skin tonight. No borrowed shine, this one's mine. No looking over fences when the view begins within. I feel good, good in my skin. Maybe self-love isn't flashy, maybe confidence is plain. Maybe it looks like giving up the old habit of self-blame. Maybe joy gets easier when I stop asking to belong to every room that never saw me and come home to my own song. I feel good in my skin tonight. Warm glow, deep breath, shoulders light. No trying on 100 versions just to fit in. I feel good, good in my skin. I feel good in my skin tonight. No borrowed shine, this one's mine. No looking over fences when the view begins within. I feel good, good in my skin. Late sun, calm grin, no mask, just skin. Early coffee cooling in the cup holder ring. Dawn across the windshield, quiet as a hymn. One bag in the backseat, one hoodie on the floor. No one in the passenger side, and I don't need more. Fence line slipping slowly through a pale gold field. Radio F whispering the kinds of things that heal. I used to chase the finish line I never even chose. Now the morning only asks me if I wanna keep going slow. And somewhere in the hum of tires, under all this open sky, I can hear a softer version of myself reply. And just me and the road, finding my glow. No map, no plan, letting it flow. No rush, no noise, nothing to defend. Just smiles in the morning teaching me again. Just me and the road, finding my glow. White lines, warm light, taking it slow. If I don't know exactly where I'm meant to go, maybe that's the way I finally find my glow. Small town down by a field of clover. Green waitress pours a refill like she's seen this kind of dream. She says, honey, you look calmer than the man who walked in first. I smile like maybe peace is just the easing of the thirst. Back out on the two-lane, no beginning to lean. Clouds make moving shadows over everything between. Every mile marker feels less like counting down, more like little wooden proof that I can set some more weight down. No one here is asking questions, I don't have to make a case. The country leaves enough room in me to meet my own face. Just me and the road, finding my glow. No map, no plan, letting it flow. No rush, no noise, nothing to defend. Just smiles in the morning teaching me again. Just me and the road, finding my glow. White lines, warm light, taking it slow. If I don't know exactly where I'm meant to go, maybe that's the way I finally find my glow. Maybe freedom is not louder, maybe freedom's softer skin. Maybe healing looks like daylight, settling where the hurt has been. Maybe all the best directions don't arrive like something grand. Maybe they just show up your hand, just me and the road. Finding my glow, no map, no plan. Letting it flow, no rush, no noise. Nothing to defend, just smiles in the morning teaching me again. Just me and the road. Finding my glow, white lines, warm light. Taking it slow. If I don't know exactly where I'm meant to go, maybe there's a way I finally find my glow. Just me and the road. Finding my glow. Sundown, dash go, afterglow. No crowd, no script, no need to pretend. Just this long quiet drive in the cell. I meet again, one lane. Deep breath, soft sky, not yet too close, so close. Steam on the glass and a table for two. Morning in the cafe turning silver into blue. You trace a little circle in the foam with a spoon, and somehow every ordinary thing is brighter in the room. Newspaper folded your sleeve, brushing mine. Outside the city starts, but softly this time. You tell me about a dream you barely still remember, and I fall in love again with how you hold the little details tender. Nothing grand is happening, no fireworks in view. Just your laugh across the saucer and the way light leans on you. 2 cups by the window, sun warming up the street. You don't have to say forever to make this morning sweet. 2 cups by the window, your knee touching mine, and the whole world feels smaller in the best possible kind of way tonight. 2 cups by the window. Barista calls your name like a song I wanna keep. You pass me half your pastry and the sugar tastes like peace. I watch your fingers tuck your hair behind your ear again, and wonder how a tiny thing can quiet every storm I've been in. No need for perfect language, no need to dress it up. Love looks good in simple forms, in ceramic and warm cups. In the way you ask if I slept well and mean it all the way through. In the calm, low morning kindness that keeps teaching my heart what to do. Nothing here is borrowed, nothing here is staged. Just us letting light come in and meeting it unafraid. 2 cups by the window, sun warming up the street. You don't have to say forever to make this morning sweet. 2 cups by the window, your knee touching mine, and the whole world feels smaller in the best possible kind of way tonight. 2 cups by the window. Maybe love is not the headline, maybe love is not the show. Maybe it is trading little smiles while the coffee cools slow. Maybe the happiest moments barely make a sound at all. Just your hand around a paper cup and your shadow in the morning wall. 2 cups by the window, day opening like blue. You don't have to promise anything for me to feel at home with you. 2 cups by the window, soft light, easy time, and the whole world feels smaller in the best possible kind of way tonight. 2 cups by the window, stay a little more. If love begins in little things, then this is what I'm grateful for. 2 cups, soft light, your smile on mine.
Only bright side rules tonight. side rules tonight. Turn the record on. If the day comes in all sideways, I'll still dance it right back wrong. Missed my lunch and bit my tongue on a call that ran too long. Got my shirt caught on a nail, then got stuck with traffic all at once. By 5 I had that cartoon smoke coming out my ears. Then a beach ball horn went sideways through the open summer air. Old ladies in sunglasses moving like they own the block. Someone chalked a smiley face on the side of the boardwalk. I got the cheapest postcard with the sun in black shades, and decided if the world got weird, I'd get weird in a brighter way. Found a bench by the arcade where the pinball lights could blink. A kid dropped all his tokens, laughed and said, no worries man, I still got luck to spin. That line hit harder than it should've, so I took it like a sign. Maybe bad days lose authority when you stop calling them divine. I got fries and lemon soda and a song with too much brass. Watch the whole hot silly evening do its ridiculous little dance. No giant lesson in it, just a groove and some relief, and the useful kind of nonsense that can set a spirit free. Only bright side rules tonight. Only warm side wins. I am not about to hand this evening to the mood I started in. Only bright side rules tonight. Turn the record on. If the day comes in all sideways, I'll still dance it right back wrong. Only bright side rules. No extra credit for suffering, no style points for staying low. Sometimes wisdom looks like laughing at the stuff you can't control. Sometimes all the soul is asking is a little beat of room to let the best half of the evening take the biggest part of you. Only bright side rules tonight. Only warm side wins. I am not about to hand this evening to the mood I started in. Only bright side rules tonight. Turn the record on. If the day comes in all sideways, I'll still dance it right back wrong. Only bright side rules. Only bright side rules. Warm grass, pink sky, bad mood, good rain. We pulled over where the valley opened wide. Purple in the shoulder grass, yellow on the hillside. Engine ticking softly as it cooled itself down, and the whole late afternoon let go without a sound. Thermos on the bumper, map folded to your knee. Wine moving through the lupine like a low bright sea. No one on the road behind us, no one up ahead. Just the kind of open country where the crowded mind gets shed. Wildflower turn out halfway to somewhere else. Funny how the road gets kinder when you keep it to yourself. Wildflower turn out, sky leaning close and blue. Everything I couldn't name it starts making sense with you. Grass sharp and spring loose from the heat along the ditch. Cloud shadows trading places on the ridgeline, switch by switch. The hawk hangs still enough to make the whole world pause, and even that feels like a lesson in how to stop, because we shared a last cold beach with the sunset on our hands. Talk small, talk true, talk loose, half-finished plans. Nothing in this moment needs to turn into a vow. It's enough that all the hard noise isn't touching us right now. Wildflower turn out, hold me in this frame. Road dust, tall stems, warm wind calling me back by name. Wildflower turn out, cold hour in my chest.
Every mile before this one was only bringing me to this wildflower turnout. Maybe the best views happen when you're almost passing by. Maybe grace is just a shoulder lane in a field catching light. Maybe all the hopeful parts don't need a perfect route. Maybe they come waking up at a wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Hold me in this frame. Road dust, tall stems, warm wind calling me back by name. Wildflower turnout. Gold hour in my chest. Every mile before this one was only bringing me to this wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Wildflower turnout. Ooh. Wildflower turnout. Yeah, wildflower turnout. Halfway home, halfway free. If the world grows narrow later, I'll remember what I've seen. Wildflower turnout. Sky leaning close and true. Everything I couldn't name starts making sense with you. Shoulder lane, tall gold bloom, pulled aside, made room. Coffee on your lip, sunset on your sleeve, little perfect things. You miss a spot of cream, and I don't tell you yet. I like the way the sunlight makes a small warm silhouette. Your shoelace comes undone, tight slow, and you laugh like love was always meant to move this slow and close. We leave the cafe talking about impossible old shows, the kind we both pretend we didn't know the words to most. Your shoulder bumps my shoulder, and the whole late afternoon feels like a secret softly learning how to bloom. No need for more, no need for grand. I have the evening in your voice and your fingers in my hand. Little perfect things, coffee stains and sunset swings, half a scarf around my neck, the way you look at me and grin. Little perfect things, tiny lights on everything. Love doesn't always end too loud. Sometimes it comes in little perfect things. We stop beside a bookshop with the chairs put out in rows. You read me one bad poem and make it better than it knows. A dog on a long leash drags its owner through the square, and somehow even strangers seem gentler in the air. You ask if I am happy, and I say more than I mean, because the truth is happiness is easier than I dream. It's you passing me the last sweet bite without a word. It's every small unguarded way your kindness gets heard. No bells, no grand parade, no headline in the sky, just 100 tiny graces that keep arriving right on time. Little perfect things, coffee stains and sunset swings, half your
Sometimes it comes in little perfect things. Maybe this is what forever means. Not a vow carved into stone, but 1,000 simple evenings that make another heart feel home. A warm cup, a quiet street, an easy laugh, a matching beat. The kind of joy you almost miss till you stop and call it this. Little perfect things. Coffee stains and sunset swings. Half your scarf around my neck. The way you look at me and grin. Little perfect things. Tiny lights on everything. Love doesn't always enter loud. Sometimes it comes in little perfect things. Little perfect things. Stay with me a while. If the world gets cold tomorrow, I'll remember this soft smile. Your laugh, my sleep, small joys I keep.
Turn it into sunshine, turn it into sway. Turn that whole sad little weather into something you can dance away. Turn it into sunshine, turn it into play. If the day comes in all crooked, we can still bend it the other way. Missed call, cracked mood, shoelace in a knot. Lunch gone cold and the bus came when it all not had half a mind to call the whole thing cursed. Then a trumpet from a beach bar made the bad spell burst. Old guy in a Panama hat dancing with his broom. Teenagers in vintage shades singing out of tune. Somebody dropped oranges, they rolled across the lane, and the whole absurd world looked too alive for me to stay in pain. So I bought a cheap postcard with the sun wearing shades. Found a bench by the pier where the shadow line changed. Watched a girl in roller skates fly by without a care, and thought maybe joy is just deciding not to carry what isn't fair. No giant revelation, just a groove and a grin. A little less storm cloud, a little more let it spin. The day didn't apologize, but I stopped asking why and started letting all that go get louder in my mind. Turn it into sunshine, turn it into sway. Turn that whole sad little weather into something you can dance away. Turn it into sunshine, turn it into play. If the day comes in all crooked, we can still bend it the other way. Turn it into sunshine. No law says I have to wear every bruise till midnight. No rule says I can't choose joy at the edge of blue light. Maybe all the best comebacks begin in smaller ways. A beach bar horn, a silly laugh, and deciding I'm okay. Turn it into sunshine, turn it into sway. Turn that whole sad little weather into something you can dance away. Turn it into sunshine, turn it into play. If the day comes in all crooked, we can still bend it the other way. Turn it into sunshine. Warm breath, pink sky, bad mood, Good vibes only today. I'm not taking that way. Not the old bad news, not the wrong side mood, not not the stuff I can't change. Good vibes only today, let the rest fall away. Got sun on my face and a beat in my step. I'm keeping my spirit safe. Good vibes only today. Woke up on the wrong side of the blue-gray sheet. Kicked my sock under the bed, spilled toothpaste in the sink. Neighbor's dog barking, inbox going wild. Every little thing trying to ruin my style. But I put on a record with the easy backbeat. Opened every window to the heat off the street. Told the mirror not today, you don't get my best. To every tired little voice that tries to live in my chest. Nope, not today, you don't get all of me. I'm leaving half that nonsense on the floor with the keys. Walk down to the market with my headphones low. Bought peaches and flowers just because they glow. The kid with a skateboard almost clipped my shoe. Then he yelled sorry man and somehow that felt true. Street band on the corner playing something bright. Old women in linen dancing in the light. And I thought if the world could still look this alive, then maybe my heart can loosen up and ride. I don't need a perfect day to call this one good enough. Sometimes all it takes is choosing not to keep the heavy stuff. A little laugh, a little breeze, a little room inside my head to let the softer side of living take the front seat instead. Good vibes only today, I'm not taking that way. Not the old bad news, not the wrong side mood, not the stuff I can't change. Good vibes only today, let the rest fall away. Got sun on my face and a beat of my step. I'm keeping my spirit safe. Good vibes only today, good vibes only today. Even if the sky goes late, I can still choose a lighter move, and that feels like grace. Good vibes only today, saw in warm wave. I don't know the darkness more than the space it already takes. Doing pretty fine on my own schedule. Coffee in the cup holder, easy forgetful. No great romance agenda, no secret ache to feed. Then you showed up by the shoreline like a plot twist I didn't need. You had salt on your forearms, sun low in your eyes. Asked if I knew what time the last boat crossed the line. I said probably too late. You said then let's not race. And somehow that one sentence put a smile on my face. This was not supposed to happen. Not this quick, not this clean. Not one little conversation turning everything green. This was not supposed to happen, but I kinda like the view. Funny how the heart breaks pattern when it wanders into you. Not supposed to happen. We walked past souvenir windows, past the bandstand and the pier, talking about your department and the songs you used to hear. I kept waiting for the moment it would fade, but the feeling only deepened in the soft electric haze. You bumped my arm on purpose when I tried to sound too cool. Said I talk like I keep backup plans for every possible move. I said maybe that's true. You said maybe not tonight. And the whole sky behind you went impossible with light. I had rules, I had timing, had a neat way to behave. Then you came like easy weather and made all of it feel fake. This was not supposed to happen. Not this quick, not this clean. Not one little conversation turning everything green. This was not supposed to happen, but I kinda like the view. Funny how the heart breaks pattern when it wanders into you. Not supposed to happen. No script, no cue, no plan, just you. No guard, no act, no way back. Maybe love works better sideways. Maybe logic's not the boss. Maybe all the best beginnings feel a little like being lost. Not in danger, not in ruins, just delightfully off track. Like my life took one good detour and forgot to want me back. This was not supposed to happen. Not this quick, not this clean. Not one little conversation turning everything green. This was not supposed to happen, but I kinda like the view. Funny how the heart breaks pattern when it wanders into you. This was not supposed to happen, but now I hope it does. One more sunset, one more side street, one more little chance at us. Not supposed to happen. Late breeze, soft blue, no plan, then you. Na 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 na. Hurry, thin air, sunset staying late. Blue dust on the switchback, pine sap on my sleeve. Sky opening wider with every climb I lead. Raven cutting black across a field of fire cloud, and the whole mountain evening pulling every thought out loud. We reach the overlook where the valley drops away. River like a wire catching all the gold of day. No one says a word first, no one needs to try. The view is doing mercy in a language made of sky. I can feel the weak below me, I can feel my chest unlock. Like the altitude is teaching how to loosen what I'm not. Above the last light, everything turns clear. All the things I carried up here lose their grip up here. Above the last light, sky wide in my veins, I can feel a better rhythm running through my name. Above the last light, granite holding heat from a whole long afternoon. Patches of snow hiding silver under June. You point where the ridgeline catches one more orange flame, and I swear the whole horizon softly answers when you name it. Far below the campground sends one thread of smoke. Aspens shake applause at the smallest private joke. No future talk required, no polished mountain line, just enough high quiet to put the hopeful back in mind. No race at the summit, no trophy in the view, just a little more of heaven than I knew what to do. Above the last light, everything turns clear. All the things I carried up here lose their grip up here. Above the last light, sky wide in my veins, I can feel a better rhythm running through my name. Above the last light, maybe strength is softer than the city taught it was. Maybe peace is standing still till the mountains call your bluff. Maybe joy gets higher when the daylight's almost gone, and the best part of your spirit finds a note it can lean on. Above the last light, everything turns clear. All the things I carried up here lose their grip up here. Above the last light, sky wide in my veins, I can feel a better rhythm running through my name. Above the last light, cold air glowing west. If tomorrow asks what saved me, I'll say this view did best. Above the last light, thin air, go gone, still here, still strong. Do 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 do. Spill my coffee coffee on the receipts in the passenger seat. Missed the call I did not need, and the bus splashed my jeans. By 11 I was ready to declare the whole day cursed. Then a trumpet from the boardwalk hit and somehow made it worse. Worse in the kind of way that breaks a bad mood in two. Like the whole out pier was laughing, saying none of this is you. Skate wheels rattled by the snack bar, girl stole somebody's fries, and the hot wind off the water blew the static from my eyes. So I kicked my shoes off by the rail, let the old stress lose its grip. Told the day it had one more chance, then I gave the sun the wheel a bit. Sun won't quit on me tonight, late gold all in my blood. Bad mood tried to drag me down, but it wasn't strong enough. Sun won't quit on me tonight, soul breeze in my chest. I can shake the whole thing loose, still come out my best. Sun won't quit. Food truck smoking, paper napkins, dancing in the lane. Teenagers in cheap sunglasses singing through a train. Someone dropped a box of oranges, everybody cheered them on, and the whole ridiculous little world kept proving life goes on. I bought a lemon soda, found a bench beside the sea, watched the ferry make a silver line like it was drawing me free. No giant miracle happened, just 100 tiny ones. A warm song, a loose laugh, and a sky still full of sun. Maybe joy is not a thesis, maybe joy is not that deep. Maybe joy is just deciding not to let the dark one keep. Sun won't quit on me tonight, late gold all in my blood. Bad mood tried to drag me down, but it wasn't strong enough. Sun won't quit on me tonight, soul breeze in my chest. I can shake the whole thing loose and still come out my best. Sun won't quit. No trophy for suffering extra, no charm in hanging on to every tired little bruise long after the bruise is gone. Sometimes healing is a boardwalk with a dumb song and a sea view. Sometimes all the soul requires is some room to move back through. Sun won't quit on me tonight, late gold all in my blood. Bad mood tried to drag me down, but it wasn't strong enough. Sun won't quit on me tonight, soul breeze in my chest. I can shake the whole thing loose and still come out my best. Sun won't quit on me tonight. One more laugh, one more light. If tomorrow comes in crooked, I still know how to make it right. Sun won't quit. Pier lights, blue breeze, bad day off me. Drugstore camera in the glove compartment heat. Palm shadows flickering over both our knees. You take a picture when I'm not looking straight, and laugh because the sun made every flaw look great. Mango ice dripping down the side of my wrist. Tourists in sun hats missing exits like this. Nothing in this roadside afternoon is clean, but every color is louder than I've seen in weeks. So let it blur a little, let it lean and flare. Some things look better with too much summer in the air. Polaroids and palm trees, sunburn on the dash. Every little second here feels too bright to last. Polaroids and palm trees, tape it to my heart. If September starts forgetting, I know where the good days are. Polaroids and palm trees. Beach motel office with the postcards and the gum. Kids around the vending machine beating on a drum. You tape one photo to the mirror in our room. Polaroids and palm trees, sunburn on the dash. Every little second here feels too bright to last. Polaroids and palm trees, tape it to my heart. If September starts forgetting, I know where the good days are. Polaroids and palm trees. Flash ones, bad pose, good night. Wave blur, soft grin, that's the summer I was in. Polaroids and palm trees, sunburn on the dash. Every little second here feels too bright to last. Polaroids and palm trees, tape it to my heart. If September starts forgetting, I don't know where the good days are. Polaroids and palm trees, keep the colors warm. When the colder months come knocking, I'll have proof that I was born. Polaroids and palm trees. Palm shade, film grain, one bright blur. We're saving.
Let the bad day break like a wave on stone. Let it lose its shape, I don't have to take it home. Let the bad day break, let the good vibes stay. I can leave the weight behind by the edge of this long day. Bar's voice buzzing in my head long after 5. Shoelace wet with city rain, still somehow I survive. Street light waking up in puddles, buses breathing by. I walk toward the water where the evening opens wide. Food cars smoking paper napkins, moving in the breeze. Somebody plays guitar too slow and it lands just right in me. Bye, fries sit by the railing, watch the fairies cut the glow, and feel the hole inside of me start loosening as they go. I don't need a miracle, just a gentle weight away. The sky that turns apricot, a text from a good friend, a little room to laugh again, a little room to breathe, a little proof that not every hard hour gets to live in me. The goals are ridiculous, and somehow that helps too. The tide keeps saying over and over, nothing stays the same for you. And maybe that's a lesson in the salt and fading light. The day can crack apart and still the heart can finish bright. Let the bad day break like a wave on stone. Let it lose its shape, I don't have to take it home. Let the bad day break, let the good vibes stay. I can leave the weight behind by the edge of this long day. Let the bad day break. No trophy for suffering, no prize for hanging on to every tired thought after the moment's gone. Sometimes strength is simple as opening up your hand and letting what was never yours fall back into the sand. Let the bad day break like a wave on stone. Let it lose its shape, I don't have to take it home. Let the bad day break, let the good vibes stay. I can leave the weight behind by the edge of this long day. Let the bad day break, blue hours slowing kind. Everything that hurt at noon
Shoes hit the floor like a clean first thought. Blue hour loosens what the long week taught. Corner light blinking on a half-west street, and the city's got a pulse I can finally keep. Yeah, mail truck humming by the bakery door. Warm bread in the air, I don't need much more. Hands in my jacket, shoulders sitting right. I can feel the dark give up to the soft gold light. Every block is kind, every breath gets wide. Like the morning put a rhythm right beside my stride. Daybreak on the move, I got nothing to prove. Just a good sky opening and a clean beat in my shoes. Daybreak on the move, let the new light through. When the sunrise hits my heartbeat, everything comes back in tune. Daybreak on the move. Coffee cart steaming by the station rail. Old soul leaking through a speaker pail. Someone in a window watering green leaves slow, and even that looks like a sign to let go. Crosswalk count, bus stop glass, silver on the train. Tiny honest miracles in the leftover rain. No grand speech waiting, no dramatic clue. Just the kind of morning that reminds me what is true. I don't need perfection, I don't need a plan. Just enough bright weather to feel good where I am. Daybreak on the move, I got nothing to prove. Just a good sky opening and a clean beat in my shoes. Daybreak on the move, let the new light through. When the sunrise hits my heartbeat, everything comes back in tune. Daybreak on the move, not every start needs fireworks. Some of them come in quiet turns, and a passing laugh, a paper cup, a simple hour that lifts you up. Maybe joy is street level grace, maybe peace has an easy pace. Maybe all I really need is room to breathe and room to be. Ooh. Daybreak on the move, I got nothing to prove. Just a good sky opening and a clean beat in my shoes. Daybreak on the move, daybreak on the, let the new light through. Let the new light through. When the sunrise hits my heartbeat, everything comes back into daybreak on the move. Fresh air, better when the whole world starts. My freedom blue. Daybreak on the move. First train, gold lane, fresh start in my frame. Daybreak on the move. Daybreak on the move, yeah. Daybreak on the move, yeah. I came down to the water with a head full of static. Shoes still warm from the pavement, thoughts still automatic. Whole day felt like a shirt I couldn't wait to shed. Every little thing I'd heard was still circling in my head. Then the harbor went lavender, the gulls got quiet too, and the first boat light came on like a soft forgiving cue. I sat there with the darkening and let the evening start. But doing that slow, small miracle of making room inside my heart. No fixing, no forcing, no giant change to prove. Just the tide taking tension out of everything I do. I left better than the mood I brought, better than the weight I wore. Something in the sea wind found me and unlocked a cleaner door. I left better than the mood I brought. Blue hour did its part, and I remembered I can choose what gets to live inside my heart. Better than the mood I brought. along the marina lane, someone on a rooftop laughing, somebody catching train, a drummer under the overpass practicing too slow. Still it sounded like permission to let the whole hard evening go. I bought one cold drink from the corner and leaned into the rail, watched the moon begin its silver in the soft unhurried pale. No giant happy ending, just a gentler point of view, and that was more than enough to turn the color of the blue. Maybe peace comes gradual, maybe that is grace, not all at once, just step by step, till the night changes your face. I was better than the mood I brought, better than the weight I wore. Something in the sea wind found me and unlocked a cleaner door. I left better than the mood I brought, blew out what did its part, and I remembered I can choose what gets to live inside my heart. Better than the mood I brought. No one handed me a miracle, no one solved a thing. I just gave the dark less power and let the warm night sing. Sometimes that's the whole redemption, sometimes that's the move. A little less allegiance to every passing bruise. I left better than the mood I brought, better than the weight I wore. Something in the sea wind found me and unlocked a cleaner door. I left better than the mood I brought, blew out what did its part, and I remembered I can choose what gets to live inside my heart. I left better than the mood I brought. Late lights, clean start. If tomorrow tries to test me, I'll remember how this felt in the dark. Better than the mood I brought. Nighttime, soft spark, less weight, more heart.
Night drive, old town, childhood summer in the rear view and right in front of me. I took the coast road after dinner with the windows open wide, past the mini golf and go-karts where we used to race the night. Every corner looked smaller, every storefront dimmer now. Still the air had that same sweet mix of salt and fry somehow. The radio was low enough to hear the screen door slam, from cottages packed too close to the road and full of fans. And suddenly I wasn't driving, in my 30s all alone. I was 12 with sunburned shoulders and nowhere I had to go home from, yeah. Street by street, the old town lit up like a tape rewinding slowly. Inside my blood, August in reverse, running back through me. From the dashboard lights to the shoreline glow, to the kid I used to be. August in reverse, warm air through the seats. I got older, sure, but the summer still got keys. August in reverse. I passed the grocery where my mother bought the bug spray and the peaches, the alley where my brother swore he'd make the bike jump reach it, the motel with the pool out back where we snuck in after dark, and every place held on to one small bright unread spark. I don't miss being young exactly, I miss the looseness of the hours, the way a whole day could be built from bikes and popsicles and showers. Still there's something sweet in knowing all those versions made me here, and the road keeps stitching in and out in the rear view and the mirrors, turn by turn.
songs rise, and everything I thought I'd buried starts glowing in the night. August in reverse, running back through me. From the dashboard lights to the shoreline glow, to the kid I used to be. August in reverse, warm air through the seats. I got older, sure, but the summer still got keys. August in reverse. Ooh. Maybe memory drives gentler when you finally stop and look. Not to live there, not to stay there, just to thank the light it took. Maybe growing means you carry all those bright unfinished scenes, and some warm night they start the engine of the person in between. August in reverse, running back through me. From the dashboard lights to the shoreline glow, to the kid I used to be. August in reverse, warm air through the seats. I got older, sure, but the summer still got keys. August in reverse, one more lap, one more street. I came back a little wiser, but that old sun still knows me. August in reverse, old roads, night sea, young heart in me. Receipt in my pocket, heat through the lid. Corner cafe, smiling like it always did. Crosswalk countdown in a pale blue shine. Whole block humming in a 4-beat time. Sneakers on the sidewalk, fresh from the rain. Clouds breaking open over the train. Nothing dramatic, nothing to prove. Just a paper cup and a reason to move. Take away blue sky, right there in my hand. Warm enough to change the way I walk into the day I plan. No need to be perfect, no need to know it all. A little coffee, a little groove, and I stand a little taller. Flower shop buckets out on the street, delivery vans and a mellow backbeat. Phone on silent, shoulders unlocked. Morning doing magic by the city block. Barista wrote a smiley face under my name. Something small but it hit just the same. Like the world was saying, you're okay. You can meet this day your own way. Take away blue sky, right there in my hand. Warm enough to change the way I walk into the day I plan. No need to be perfect, no need to know it all. A little coffee, a little groove, and I stand a little taller. Some mornings bloom slow, some mornings arrive. Some mornings just need a kind place to start. Today is the steam, the street and the sound. The way a soft beat turns my feet around. Take away blue sky, right there in my hand. Warm enough to change the way I walk into the day I plan. No need to be perfect, no need to know it all. A little coffee, a little groove, and I stand a little taller. Blue sky, take away good things, start this way. Back to the old pier tonight, where the boards still hold the heat, where the sky goes soft on the water and the years come back to meet me. Back to the old pier tonight, same tide, slower feet. I came here looking for a view and found father used to park the wagon by the bait shop sign. We'd run ahead with sticky hands and all the daylight on our side. He'd carry folding chairs and act like every trip was easy. Now I know how much he carried just to make those evenings breezy. The same rope smell, the same rust rail, the same gulls overhead, the same old coin-operated scopes, painted, chipped and red. Me with lines around my eyes I never thought I'd earn, standing in the very place where August used to burn. No one tells you memory comes back with weather too. One breath of salt and engine oil, and the whole past walks through. Teenagers fishing where we used to throw our burger buns. A boy with sandy knees still begging not to leave before he's done. His mother says 5 more minutes in the same old loving tone, and I can hear my own name hiding softly in her own. I buy fries from the snack bar where the menu hasn't changed. The ketchup still comes in packets that explode if pressed too hard, wrong way. I laugh alone and it feels good, not lonely, just alive. Like some old summer in my chest, got up and stretched outside. Maybe growing older isn't losing what was bright. Maybe it's returning with a gentler kind of sight, seeing all the little hands that built those glowing years, and thanking them in silence by the water and the pier. Back to the old pier tonight, where the boards still hold the heat, where the sky goes soft on the water and the years come back to meet me. Back to the old pier tonight, same tide, slower feet. I came here looking for a view and found the kid I used to be. Back to the old pier tonight. Back to the old pier tonight. Moonrise, salt and breeze. I thought I'd come back changed for good, but some good things don't leave. And present speak. Old wood, blue glow, same sea, still home. Windows down, coast road, golden hour. Turn signal clicking by the bait shop sign. Sun throwing copper off the fishing line. Your elbow hanging out the passenger door, like you belong to summer, long before we passed the mini golf with its faded whale. A boy with a kite and a rusted rail trail. Every mile loosen something in my chest, like the road itself keeps telling me to take it less. Drive slow to the pier, let the whole world clear. Let the sea wind take the words we don't need to hear. Drive slow to the pier, stay right here with me. Every turn in this late sunlight feels like where I wanna be. Drive slow to the pier. Sailboats knocking softly in the marina slips. French fries in a paper tray, salt on our fingertips. A drummer on the promenade, play into the dusk, and the whole coast breathing with that easy summer trust. No deep talk necessary, no big clean resolve, just the gulls and the laughter and the sky evolving. I buy tokens for the telescope, you lean into the glass, like maybe if we look far enough we can make this evening last. No rush under this color, no weight under this blue. Everything I couldn't settle settles when I'm next to you. Drive slow to the pier, let the whole world clear, let the sea wind take the words we don't need to hear. Drive slow to the pier, stay right here with me. Every turn in this late sunlight feels like where I wanna be. Drive slow to the pier. Maybe the best kind of freedom is a road with no heart end, a small town glowing amber, and the person you call friend. Maybe summer keeps its promise in the simplest little ways, a dashboard warm from daylight, and a song that knows your name. Drive slow to the pier, let the whole world clear, let the sea wind take the words we don't need to hear. Drive slow to the pier, stay right here with me. Every turn in this late sunlight feels like where I wanna be. Drive slow to the pier, one more song, one more street. If this night has got an answer, it's the one that sings through me. Drive slow to the pier. Low sun, soft sea. Drive slow, stay with me. The sea will warm from the whole long day, your sandals in your hand, hair blowing your way. We don't need music, the tide's enough, and the evening wears that easy kind of love. You point at a cloud that looks like a sail, I say it looks like somewhere we forgot to fail. You laugh and lean into me for a second at the rail, and the city behind us starts to blur and pale. No one's asking anything from us, no one needs a perfect view, just the sky going softer and me getting softer too with you. There's a sunset between us, soft gold and the blue. Every quiet little moment starts glowing next to you. There's a sunset between us, walking side by side, and I don't need more than this to feel the whole world turn kind. Sunset between us, sunset between us. We stop where the fairy lights begin to blink. You steal my drink and take that look I never can outthink. Street musician down the block is playing something slow, and the whole 8 hour moves like it doesn't wanna go. You tell me about your childhood dog, your first bike crash, the way your mother used to hum while folding up the wash. I listen like the smallest things are jewels I get to keep, 'cause when you give me ordinary stories, they stay shining in me deep. I don't need a giant promise, don't need tomorrow solved. This one evening in your orbit is enough to make me full. There's a sunset between us, soft golden and blue. Every quiet little moment, stars glowing next to you. There's a sunset between us, walking side by side, and I don't need more than this to feel the whole world turn kind. Sunset between us, sunset between us. Maybe love is not the fireworks, maybe love is not the scene, maybe it us now, and it wears us well. Ticket stub folded in the pocket of my shorts, cherry ice melting red along the boardwalk boards. Tilt the world colors in your cheap sunglasses lens, and the whole fairground keeps staring night to begin. Heat still sitting lightly on the back of my neck, gold dust on your shoulder from the ride we just left. No deep conversation, no serious debate, just cotton candy clouds and a sky staying late. Kids running in circles by the water gun game, a cover band trying not to butcher fame. Someone wins a giant bear, someone drops their fries, and the sunset turns the Ferris wheel into a fire in the sky. You laugh and steal the cold I sip from my cup, and every little second keeps opening up like the summer only asks one thing from me. Lose the heavy version, keep the one that feels free. Sunburn carousel, keep me in the spell. All this neon, all this salt, all this heaven ringing shell. Sunburn carousel, turn the daylight slow. If the whole world asks where I went, tell it I went where the warm winds go. Sunburn carousel. I don't need a perfect memory, I just need enough to stay. A wristband, a breeze, your name in my ear, and the heat of an unfinished day. Maybe youth is not an age, maybe youth is this exact sound of bad amp, a bright sky, your hand finding mine while the whole boardwalk spins around. Sunburn carousel, keep me in the spell. All this neon, all this salt, all this heaven ringing shell. Sunburn carousel, turn the daylight slow. If the whole world asks where I went, tell it I went where the warm winds go. Sunburn carousel. Round and round, lighting skin, night comes in, we keep spinning. Ocean soda dream, fizzing in the heat, cold can in the cooler, salt air on the seats. Ocean soda dream, blue on everything, rolling down the coast road like we never learned to overthink. Ocean soda dream, sticky ring on the dashboard, peach can in my hand, windows full of shoreline and a towel full of sand. You got your feet up, laughing at a station we blew by, like the day was just a color and we didn't need to drive. Palm shadows skipping over every mile marker sign, someone surfing radio static trying to lock a rhyme. And every time the ocean flashes silver through the guardrail slats, I swear the whole world softens and doesn't ask for more than that. Leave the bag half zipped, leave the calls unseen, everything looks easier in an ocean soda dream. Snack shack menu flapping by a weather-beaten wall, kids in striped umbrellas running wild between it all. I buy 2 orange sodas from a rustic cooler chest. You write our names in sea fog where the glass is cooling best. No speeches on the shoreline, no future talk at all, just seagulls stealing french fries and a slow beach volleyball. Something about this afternoon loosens every knot in me, like the tide keeps pulling harder at the parts that need to leave. No deep meaning required,
Maybe that's what summer does, makes the heavy language thin, till all that's left is music, salt, light, and skin. Ocean soda dream, fizzing in the heat, cold can in the cooler, salt there on the seats. Ocean soda dream, blue on everything, rolling down the coast road like we never learned to overthink. Ocean soda dream, ocean soda dream, ocean soda dream. Stay a little sweet, stay a little careless, stay a little free in me. Ocean soda dream, late sun bright machine. If I lose this feeling later, play it back to me. Ocean soda dream. Slow walk, cold light, your hand finding mine just right. Nothing in the evening, trying too hard, still everything feels bright. Slow walk, cold light, one block at a time. Little love in the little things, and all of it is mine. Crosswalk blinking at the edge of town, food truck music drifting low and brown. You hold my sleeve when the wind turns cool, and suddenly the whole street feels beautiful. The corner floor is stacking up the day, leaves and paper ribbons blowing away. You ask me if I'm cold and I say no, but only because you're close enough to know. We pass the bakery, closing up for night, powdered sugar silver in the light. I buy one cookie and you break it clean in two, and I swear that tiny kindness stays brighter than the moon. No perfect date night language, no movie scene to chase, just your shoulder touching mine in an easy kind of grace. The city gets quieter the farther that we go, and all the best parts of me get softer in your glow. Slow walk, cold light, your hand finding mine just right. Nothing in the evening, trying too hard, still everything feels bright. Slow walk, cold light, one block at a time. Little love in the little things, and all of it is mine. Slow walk, cold light. Maybe this is what I wanted, more than fireworks above a street still warm from daylight, and the ordinary proof of love. A shared bite, a calm laugh, your name said under breath, the kind of happiness that doesn't shout, just lingers in the chest. Slow walk, cold light, your hand finding mine just right. Nothing in the evening, trying too hard, still everything feels bright. Slow walk, cold light, one block at a time. Little love in the little things, and all of it is mine. Slow walk, cold
Laces on the floor, I put a day together. Cold sink water on my wrist, clean as better weather. Street light fading out, sky turning peach and blue. Whole block waking slow like it already knew. A bakery door breathing warm into the lane. Bus tires whisper over last night's rain. I don't need a headline, don't need a grand excuse. Just that first bright hour and a little room to move. I can feel the weight slide off, one block at a time. Like the city changed its pulse and gave mine back to mine. Sun up in my sneakers, gold dust in my stride. I got good light in my bloodstream and a clear road in my mind. No fear in the mirror, no rush I gotta prove. Just a small bright beat in my chest and the whole day starts to move. Sun up in my sneakers, everything feels new. Coffee car hissing by the newspaper stand. Old soul from the speaker, hot cup in my hand. Someone rolls the shutters up, somebody sweeps a stone. And every little morning sound says you're not alone. Crosswalk counting down in a patient kind of green. Pigeons lift like paper where the silver trains lean. I smile for no reason, maybe that's the point. Maybe joy comes loose before the day's first noise. I can feel the doubt back off with every easy breath. Like the air itself decided I don't have to carry stress. Sun up in my sneakers, gold dust in my stride. I got good light in my bloodstream and a clear road in my mind. No fear in the mirror, no rush I gotta prove. Just a small bright beat in my chest and the whole day starts to move. Sun up in my sneakers, everything feels new. Not every victory is loud, some of it lives in stepping out. Some of it lives in morning steam and choosing what you wanna mean. A little laugh, a little breeze, a little faith in ordinary things. That's enough to pull me through, that's enough to start brand new. Sun up in my sneakers, gold dust in my stride. I got good light in my bloodstream and a clear road in my mind. Yeah, no fear in the mirror, no rush I gotta prove. Just a small bright beat in my chest and the whole day starts to move. Sun up in my sneakers, everything feels new. First turn, first train, fresh sky, no change. Sun up in my sneakers, and the day knows my name. Da 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 da. Out of nowhere, summer, you hit me like that. One loose look over your shoulder, and I never quite came back. Out of nowhere, summer, bright and strange and sweet. I was just minding my own business, then you walked into the beat. Out of nowhere, summer. You were dancing by the food trucks with the paper wristband on, laughing at a busted speaker, trying hard to play the song. I was only there for tacos and a little air of dusk. Then your eyes met mine like trouble dressed in golden hour luck. You said this line is way too long. I said I guess I don't mind now. You said good answer, and I swear the whole night leaned somehow. Nothing in the setup looked like fate from far away. Still something in your easy grin made all my plans give way. No warning sign, no
no soft launch, no careful let in line. Just one impossible little spark cutting through the night on time. We found a bench behind the venue where the Ferris wheel could show. You talked with both your hands and made the whole dark move slow. I learned your favorite record and the town you grew up in, and every tiny detail felt like somewhere I had always been. A breeze came up from nowhere and you stole my jacket sleeve. You said you liked the smell of it. I laughed too hard to breathe. No movie kiss, no giant scene, no overwritten art. Just the weirdest kind of happiness, tap dancing on my heart. Maybe that's the best kind, the kind you never see. A low-key little lightning strike disguised as chemistry. Maybe love gets playful first before it gets profound. Maybe all I needed was the night you turned around. Da 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 da. Out of nowhere, summer, you hit me like that. One loose look over your shoulder, and I never quite came back. Out of nowhere, summer, bright and strange and sweet. I was just minding my own business, then you walked into the beat. Out of nowhere, summer. Out of nowhere, summer, stay inside my blood. If this was just an accident, then accidents are good. Out of nowhere, summer, late light on your cheek. I was just minding my own business, then you walked into the beat. There's sugar in your lap this morning. Even when the coffee's black, you sweeten every ordinary second just by leaning back. There's sugar in your laugh this morning. Soft the sunlight on the tablecloth, and I could stay here all day listening to the little joy you've got. Sugar in your laugh. Corner cafe striped on and 10:30. You say the same old joke and I still fold again. Your fingers drum the saucer with a sleepy kind of swing, and the whole room gets gentler around every little thing. The vinyl in the speaker sounds worn and warm and true. Someone wipes the counter down, a bus slides into view. Nothing in the world looks famous from where we're sitting now. Still I swear these tiny minutes are the richest thing I've found. You pass me your spoon, I steal your cream. It isn't much to anyone, but it feels like everything. Outside the bikes are ringing down the market street. You tuck your hair behind your ear and kick one dangling beat. You tell me that the clouds look like a line of broken ships, then laugh before you finish and I nearly miss my sip. We split the last warm croissant down the center by hand, and crumbs fall like confetti on the sleeve of your jacket hem. No big dramatic romance, no polished kind of art, just a quiet way you make a place feel safe around my heart. Maybe love begins this softly, in the foam and in the steam, in the half-finished little stories, in the way your eyes still gleam. Maybe heaven isn't louder, maybe heaven's made of this: a chipped white cup, your easy grin, and one long, slow, happy kiss. Not yet, there's sugar in your laugh this morning. Even when the coffee's black, you sweeten every ordinary second just by leaning back. There's sugar in your laugh this morning. Soft as sunlight on the tablecloth, and I could stay here all day listening to the little joy you've got. Sugar in your laugh, sugar in your much, and all the small good things I wanted are already here with us.
Blue can stay outside tonight. It doesn't get to cross this line. Not into my room, not into my eyes, not into this warm low light. Blue can stay outside tonight. I got open windows and a soft mind. A little music, a little sea breeze, and that's enough to make me fine. Blue can stay outside tonight. Long day hanging heavy from the back of my neck. Inbox full of questions I don't wanna answer yet. I drop my keys in a bowl by the sink and let them ring like a tiny bell announcing I don't know this hour thing. I change into the old white shirt that always feels like June. Put the record on low and let the evening fill the room. Street below goes honey under, bicycles and dust, and all the pressure in my shoulders starts forgetting how to clutch. No, not tonight. You don't get all my air. I am not a place for every hurt to rent a room in there. I walk out to the corner where the florist packs the stems by the scrappiest little bunch because they still look glad to live. A busker by the underpass is singing half a note behind. Still it sounds like mercy to a too crowded mind. By the time I reach the seawall, sky has gone rose and smoke. Ferries ride slow, silver lines, the whole bay seems to quote. And I can feel the blue still circling, but farther from my skin. Like sadness missed the doorway and couldn't make it in. I don't need a perfect ending to call this evening kind. Sometimes all the healing is a little distance from the grind. A clean shirt, a cheap bouquet, a sunset with some room, a choice to let the dark stay out and keep the good one in the room. Blue can stay outside tonight. It doesn't get to cross this line. Not into my room, not into my eyes, not into this warm low light. Blue can stay outside tonight. I got open windows and a softer mind. A little music, a little sea breeze, and that's enough to make me fine. Blue can stay outside tonight. Blue can stay outside tonight. I don't have to host the rain. I can leave the ache beyond the door and let the quiet do its thing. Blue can stay outside tonight. Warm air, moonrise tide. Some things lose their power when you stop letting them inside. Blue can stay outside tonight. When the
feel again. Wake the windows, let the new day sing. Through the glass, through the floorboards, through everything. Plant leaves flashing in the morning spill. Dust in the air, standing perfectly still. Fridge light fading as the kettle starts, and the whole apartment feels like an opening heart. One clean shirt on the back of a chair, sky turning honey over brick and air. I stretch one slow and the silence smiles like the day was waiting with an easier style. Down the hall somebody says good morning man. Spoon hits ceramic with a loose bright clang. The city underneath begins to stir, but not in a way that makes my spirit blur. I write 3 words on a paper scrap, move kinda day and I leave it at that. No understep plan, no pressure speech, just enough light for the calm I wanna keep. Oh, wake the windows, let the yellow in, let the room remember how to feel again. Wake the window, let the new day sing. Through the glass, through the floorboards, through everything, yeah. Wake the window, let my chest breathe wide. Let the sunrise rinse off what I don't need inside. Wake the window, let the whole world start with a little more rhythm and a little more heart. I don't need the perfect morning to call this one enough. Just a little honest quiet and a little golden stuff. I don't need a giant promise from the sky above my street. Just a better kind of breathing and a better kind of peace. Wake the windows, let the yellows, let the yellow in, let the room remember how to feel again. Wake the window, let the new day sing. Through the glass, through the floorboards, through everything. Wake the window, let my chest breathe wide. Let the sunrise rinse off what I don't need inside. Where the whole world starts. Wake the window, let the whole world start with a little more rhythm and a little more heart. Curtains back, deep breath in. Wake the windows, let the day begin.
Red lifeguard chair leaning empty at 4. Sun lotion stripes on the side of the board. You climb up laughing like you own the sea, and shout down all the things you never say to me. I stand below with my sandals in hand, watching gulls draw commas over the sand. The whole beach listens in a lazy kind of way, like summer likes its secrets shouted in the day. You say you hate September, I say I hate goodbye. You say you only feel this free under a salt white sky. Lifeguard chair confessions, hearts and truth at last. Everything sounds lighter when the blue day's moving fast. Lifeguard chair confessions, sun in every word. Funny how the things that matter most are the easiest I've heard. Lifeguard chair confessions. Kids dig a kingdom by the umbrella shade. A vendor shakes ice in a lemonade parade. You jump down barefoot with the grin too bright, and all the heavy parts of me lose loosen up on sight. We walk the foam line where the water turns cold, trading half-made dreams and stories never told. No polished future, no dramatic vow, just the kind of simple, honest I can live inside right now. Maybe all we've needed was a place this wide and warm, where the heart can say it plainly without trying to perform. I've got chair confessions, hearts and truth at last. Everything sounds lighter when the blue day's moving fast. Life got chair confessions, sun in every word. Funny how the things that matter most are the easiest I've heard. Life got chair confessions. No judge, no crowd, no stage lights, just girls and kids and heat waves. Maybe love gets more believable in sunburned ordinary days. Maybe courage isn't serious, maybe courage is this exact tone, saying what you mean in daylight till the whole inside feels known. Life got chair confessions, hearts and truth at last. Everything sounds lighter when the blue day's moving fast. Life got chair confessions, sun in every word. If the summer leaves me something, it's the way your voice was heard. Life got chair confessions, hold that daylight near. I could live a long time off the things you said up here. Life got chair confessions. Red chair, blue noon. Say it once, I stay tuned. I pulled the curtain and the room turned kind. Sun caught the books and the bottles of wine. Dust looked holy in a drifting line, and for once a day felt easy on my mind. Plant leaves reaching toward the living gold, radiator ticking like a story told. I stood there smiling in a t-shirt haze, like the whole apartment learned a softer way. No need to force it, no need to raise the light. Some mornings open gently and still get everything right. Open curtain heart, let the good days start. Let the sunlight hit the places that were dim and pulled apart. Open curtain heart, bright and unafraid. I can hear my better self coming back with every ray. Open curtain heart. I pour the coffee, let the record spin. Brass in the speaker, warmth under my skin. Neighbor in the hallway saying morning man, and even that feels like part of the plan. I write one small thing I wanna do, not 10, not 20, just one that's true. The sky outside is apricot and cream, and suddenly my life looks closer to a dream. No need to prove it, no need to win by 9. Sometimes the best momentum is a calm and steady mind. Open curtain heart, let the good days start. Let the sunlight hit the places that were dim and pulled apart. Open curtain heart, bright and unafraid. I can hear my better self coming back with every ray. Open curtain heart. I don't need a miracle, let the good days start. Let the sunlight hit the places that were dim and pulled apart. Open curtain heart, bright and unafraid. I can hear my better self coming back with every ray. Open curtain heart, curtain wide, clear sky start. Morning finds an open curtain heart. Ooh, open curtain heart. Hey, I drove down after sunset to the overlook we knew, the one above the darkening beach where all the old wind blew. We used to come with towels and cheap soda in the trunk and swear the summer would stay young if we stayed out long enough. Now the parking lot is half lit, the rails are painted new, still the ocean keeps the same old blue it always used to use. I lean there with my grown-up thoughts and all my careful parts, and the whole coast starts speaking to my older, quieter heart. Not everything comes back the same. Some things come back softer. The view is still the view, but now I know more of the after. Same coast, older heart, same wind, different scars, same moon, laying silver on the water in the dark. Same coast, older heart, and somehow that feels right. Some things don't stay the way they were, they stay enough to hold the light. Same coast, older heart. I remember friends with sunburns and wet shirts over chairs. My mother passing peaches round, salt drying in our hair. The feeling that the whole world fit between August and school, and every grown-up answer waited somewhere after June. Now I know the people in those evenings carried more bills and worries, private hurts they never lay beside the shore. Still they gave us all that brightness, all that room to run and laugh. And I stand here in the blue, I'm feeling grateful to look back. No one can return exactly, no one stays untouched by time, but some places keep a door half open for the softer self inside. Same coast, older heart, same wind, different scars, same moon, laying silver on the water in the dark. Same coast, older heart, and somehow that feels right. Some things don't stay the way they were, they stay enough to hold the light. Same coast, older heart. Maybe growing isn't leaving, maybe it's learning how to see all the little hands that made a life feel warm and salt and free. Maybe childhood doesn't vanish, maybe it settles in the chest, then wakes up when the evening hits a certain blue out west. Same coast, older heart, same wind, different scars, same moon, laying silver on the water in the dark. Same coast, older heart, and somehow that feels right. Some things don't stay the way they were, they stay enough to hold the light. Same coast, older heart, night tide, older
morning, rain on the train, coffee hit my jacket, someone said my name wrong again. Phone full of small disasters, sky full of gray. By noon I was ready just to throw the whole thing away. Then the clouds split open by the corner by the sea. A little gold on the pavement, found the better side of me. I bought a soda from a cooler, heard a song I used to know, and felt the whole hard day get lighter in the undertow. Maybe all I needed was a little room to move, a little wind, a little rhythm, a chance to shake it loose. Dust off the blue, let the good light through. I don't wanna wear this bad day any longer than I have to. Dust off the blue, salt air sky view. Some things don't deserve my heart, so I'm letting them go loose. Dust off the blue. Walked a long way home past the food truck line. Kids were laughing by the seawall like they had it all the time. I watched the ferries crossing with the late sun on their wake and thought maybe not every ache is mine to take. Bought cheap flowers from a bucket on the edge of the street, set them by the sink like a soft one I could keep. No giant transformation, no dramatic magic fix, just a slow return of color to a day that needed. Maybe joy's not louder, maybe joy is kind. A warm breeze on your shoulders and a little peace of mind. Dust off the blue, let the good light through. I don't wanna wear this bad day any longer than I have to. Dust off the blue, salt air sky view. Some things don't deserve my heart, so I'm letting them go loose. Dust off the blue. No use carrying weather that was never mine to hold. Some days you gotta open all the windows, let the stale hurt roll. No use making a home in a feeling passing through. I can leave the dark where I found it and step back into blue. Dust off the blue, let the good light through. I don't wanna wear this bad day any longer than I have to. Dust off the blue, salt air sky view. Some things don't deserve my heart, so I'm letting them go loose. Dust off the blue, late sun, fresh mood. If tomorrow comes in crooked, I'll still know what to do. Dust off the blue, shake it free, breathe it through, leave the bad, keep the blue. Windows full of salt, blue wind in the car, whole coast rolling easy like it knows exactly who we are. Windows full of salt, white lines, open sea. Every wave out by the shoulder keeps untying something in me. Windows full of salt. Guardrail flashing silver where the highway starts to bend. Your elbow in the warm wind like the day could never end. Surfboards on the roof rack of a rust streak pickup truck, and the radio half catching a song about beginner love. Toll booth lady smiling with her coffee by her hand. See grapes and souvenir flags snapping over little stands. Nothing in this smile is trying hard to be profound, but every ordinary detail makes the whole heart settle down. Leave the city inland, leave the sharp talk there. We got waves making grammar out of sunlight and air. Pull off by the lookout with the gulls above the rail. Foam line writing cursive on the shoulder of the bay. I buy 2 cold waters from a cooler by of salt, blue wind in the car, whole coast rolling easy like it knows exactly who we are. Windows full of salt, white lines, open sea, every wave out by the shoulder keeps untying something in me. Windows full of salt. Drive on, don't explain if tomorrow gets too heavy. Play this road back through my veins. Windows full of salt, late sun, easy beat, whole coast rolling easy, and the whole world finally sweet.
Gold at 703, falling over me. Through the blinds, through the glass, through the part of me that used to drag its feet. Gold at 703, saying easy breathe. You don't gotta chase the day, you can let the morning meet you where you are. Gold at 703. Kettle in the kitchen, low blue flame, calendar on the wall but not calling my name. I hear the elevator hum, the building stretch away. Something in my chest unclenches with the daybreak. Toast on a plate, jacket on a chair, clouds thinning out to a cotton colored air. The world ain't solved but it doesn't look severe when the first good light puts courage in the room in here. I let the sunlight find me before the noise can speak. Let it warm the corners of that worry tried to keep street. Sweet brushing glitter from the curb, cyclist in a yellow cap humming half the words. Coffee lit, warming up my thumb like a little steady promise of the hours to come. Woman at the flower shop sets the buckets out. Someone lifts the metal gate, someone laughs out loud, and every ordinary sound begins to rhyme like the morning has a drummer keeping perfect time. Maybe I don't need control, maybe I just need this glow, something small and true enough to help the hopeful side of me show. Gold at 703, falling over me. Through the blinds, through the glass, through the part of me that used to drag its feet. Gold at 703, saying easy breathe. You don't gotta chase the day, you can let the morning meet you where you are. Gold at 703, yeah, yeah, yeah. No race, no rescue scene, just a clean white mug and the softest beam. No giant promise, no grand design, just this good hour lining up my mind. Maybe grace is simple heat on a quiet floor beneath bare feet. Maybe all the start I need is gold at 703. Gold at 703, gold at 703, falling over me. Through the blinds, through the lights, through the part of me that used to drag its feet. Gold at 703, saying easy breathe. You don't gotta chase the day, you can let the morning meet you where you are. Gold at 703. Whoa, whoa. Gold at 703, warm wall, pale sky, slow shine, clear eyes, gold at 703. Good vibes only today, I'm not taking that way. Not the old bad news, not the wrong side move, not the stuff I can't change. Good vibes only today, let the rest fall away. Got sun on my face and a beat in my step, I'm keeping my spirit safe.
Good vibes only today.
Woke up on the wrong side of the blue-gray sheet. Kicked my sock under the bed, spilled toothpaste in the sink. Neighbor's dog barking, inbox going wild. Every little thing trying to ruin my style. But I put on a record with the easy backbeat. Open every window to the heat off the street. Told the mirror, not today, you don't get my best. To every tired little voice that tries to live in my chest. Nope, not today, you don't get all of me. I'm leaving half that nonsense on the floor with the keys. Walk down to the market with my headphones low. Buy peaches and flowers just because they glow. The kid with a skateboard almost clipped my shoe. Then he yelled sorry man, and somehow that felt true. Street band on the corner playing something bright. Old women in linen dancing in the light. And I thought if the world can still look this alive, then maybe my heart can loosen up and ride. I don't need a perfect day to call this one good enough. Sometimes all it takes is choosing not to keep the heavy stuff. A little laugh, a little breeze, a little room inside my head to let the softer side of living take the front seat instead. Good vibes only today, I'm not taking that way. Not the old bad news, not the wrong side move, not the stuff I can't change. Good vibes only today, let the rest fall away. Got sun on my face and a beat in my step, I'm keeping my spirit. Good vibes only today, even if the sky goes late, I can still choose a lighter move, and that feels like grace. Good vibes only today, salt wind, warm wave, I don't know the darkness more than the space it already takes.
Rental bike sunsets, handlebars warm in the light. Chain hum singing under us like it knows this road is right. Rental bike sunsets, two shadows riding along. Whole sky turning apricot and everything feels like a song. You got a basket full of peaches and her old beach towel. I got a bell that barely works but I ring it anyhow. Board shorts drying on the back of the seat, and the whole coast opening up beneath our feet. Kids with pinwheels, dogs pulling at the leash. A surf fan parked crooked by the public beach. We race one block then laugh and call it quits, cause nothing in this evening needs a winner in it. Street mural glowing by the corner store wall. Teenagers in flip-flops trying not to fall. A fruit stand closing with a watermelon grin, and the day still pouring golden from the places daylight's been. You paddle a little slower when the breeze turns sweet. I match the rhythm and the town feels complete. No plans after this, no name for the mood, just a pair of rented wheels and the freedom to be good. Rental bike sunsets, handlebars warm in the light. Chain hum singing under us like it knows this road is right. Rental bike sunsets, two shadows riding along. Whole sky turning apricot and everything feels like a song. Rental bike sunsets. Downhill, maybe all the best things happen when you stop trying to hold still. Maybe summer isn't flashy, maybe summer just knows how to turn an ordinary side street into the place I want right now. Rental bike sunsets, handlebars warm in the light. Chain hum singing under us like it knows this road is right. Rental bike sunsets, two shadows